Hello everyone, this is Supersnoopy here, back with another SWTOR discussion video. Today in this discussion video, I'm just going to be going over the heroic terminal that can be found in SWTOR that was introduced with the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion. So this is just going to be a video of just me going over it in my personal views and thoughts about the whole entire terminal and the idea of, completing some extra heroics and getting some extra credits. So I hope you guys enjoyed this SWTOR discussion video. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like. And if you guys want to gaming glasses, then check the link down below. No scope gaming glasses, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the discussion. Alrighty guys, let's get into the discussion right now. So as you know, in SWTOR there was something that was added, and this was the heroic terminal. Now, this thing, what it allows you to do is you can click certain heroics that you want to do in the game, and by doing those heroics, it allows you to, of course, get a bunch of credits and get some stuff for the Alliance that was introduced also with Knights of the Fallen Empire. So it definitely was a cool idea that they decided to include in the game. And once again, I've just decided to do quite a few of them, and I just want to say that they are definitely really awesome. But what a lot of people thought when they first saw the terminals, they felt like this would be easily abused, and people would just use this 24/7, do nothing but just farm these heroics and whatnot. Well, I mean, some of that is true in a sense that you do want to farm the heroics so you can get tons of credits and whatnot, but I feel like it's really fun to, of course, do some of the heroics, since I actually haven't done quite a few of them, and just by doing them for the first time, it makes it really fun to, of course, get tons of credits. Because a lot of people don't exactly do the heroics on the planets when they're there leveling. So by using this terminal, allows you to see a bunch of different stuff that is in the game that you might have not originally known about. That was the way I saw the thing when I first, realized what it was. And like I said, I mean, it does reward quite a bit of stuff right here. I'm just going to try to open up a heroic right now. I can tell this just records, or not records, but of course, it gives you a reward of 18k. Gives you a locked supply crate, and then gives you some extra crystals. So, like I said, I mean, it's really awesome because it gives you crystals, and not only the crystals, it does also give you, some extra credits that you might need later on. So I feel like that's really cool since they do add something else. I mean, it's dailies in a sense, but once again, I mean, it's not something where you just constantly grind it every single day of the week. It's just something that, of course, you just kind of do, and you're like, hey, this is fun. Might as well complete all of them on a certain planet. And then also gets you the extra supply crate things to, of course, get the rank up with all of the Alliance recruiters. So that's helpful. That's helpful for the Star Fortress, but that's also helpful in not only that, but it's also really helpful when you're trying to get certain, say it tunes up like these specialists, because they can actually, of course, get higher ranks the more you give them of the locked supply crates. So that's also really cool because it gives you another sense of progression in the game, which is really fun. I really, one thing I do like about the Alliance and these missions is it allows you to see, a sort of progression in a sense, because you get to see, how you originally start off. You have, a really small rank. You have rank 1, starting from the ground up, and then you do these heroic missions, and you do all of this different Alliance stuff, and then it starts to slowly build up and gain all the stuff it possibly can, and it makes it really awesome when you just see, that can get your rank to the max, and you can complete everything possible in the game just by doing so. So that's one thing I really liked about this whole entire idea of the heroics. Another thing I also do want to say is that some people do have a point that after you complete all the heroics on the terminal, it does get a bit boring after a while, because you can just constantly complete them every single week. And then by doing so, they do start to get boring, since you constantly keep on doing the same exact thing over and over and over again. So it does really become an issue for some people. That's what some people say, is that they really don't like that. But even that, it definitely seems like something that will keep you busy for, a couple weeks, because you just want to keep on farming them for credits, and of course, just replaying them. Because some of the heroics are cool, some of them are a bit boring, and then some of them are just overall, plain awesome. So that's one thing that's also, something that was nice with the added bonus of these heroics. Now, I will admit that, they are very easy. I understand they are called, heroic 2s, but they can easily be solo, like, no matter what. So I wouldn't really call them heroic 2s. I would kind of, just call them, basically solo missions, but they give nice rewards. So that's one only thing I can really find to complain about them. I understand that some people don't like the way that, you can just complete these really quickly and get tons of credits, which I will admit it is fair that, there's an argument that, you can get tons of credits really fast. But even then, there are many ways to get credits fast in this game. This is just another option that was included. So that's really cool, I guess. And then there's also the complaint, like I said, of just people, they just see the heroics and they just feel like, they'll get boring quickly and they're just kind of something to do when you aren't really doing anything in the game. Which that I would say that stance holds up somewhat in a sense, because once again, it is something that you do. Or personally for me, I just decided to do heroics, when I was a bit bored, I wasn't doing any operations or whatnot. So that is true that some people decide to do that, but I know that there are also some other people that like to complete the heroics every single week that they can, to just of course get their alliance stuff all the way to the max. But I mean, yeah, that's just kind of some of the stuff that I just decided to look into for the heroic terminals. You can tell that I currently have some stuff in my mission log, because I was completing some of the different stuff on the different planets. And I originally did it once, I believe, yeah, I did it once on Balmora, just to see exactly what the fuss was about with the heroic missions. Now, I definitely, didn't go all the way through just completing every single heroic mission. No big deal, just flying through all of them, just trying to complete every single thing I can. I decided to, of course, take it slow, do a few heroic missions, just so what they're like. And I was like, this is something that I can do when I'm a bit bored in the game. And then, of course, that's just kind of the way I'm treating it. It just seems like something that is fun to do if you are new to all the different missions and it's your first time doing them, like me. So that's really helpful, because it is something to do when you're a bit bored. And then if you've never done the heroics, then it also makes it really fun, because you get to see a different mission with a different scene compared to the different operations that are in the game. So that's something right there. But once again, I feel like it's a good way to make credits. It's also a good way to just see progression in your alliance in Star Wars: The Old Republic with the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion. So that's going to be the end of this quick, short little Star Wars: The Old Republic discussion video. Just me going over the heroic terminal. I just felt like it was a good discussion topic, just because once again, it is something I just kind of recently discovered. I didn't really discover it, but recently discover it, but I just something that I kind of decided to look into and start using. So it definitely is fun, and I do recommend it. If you haven't already, you should definitely try it out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion episode. As always, if you guys enjoy these videos, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.